it's Eva here. Welcome back to my channel and a brand new Sims 4 speed build after months and months of radio silence. I did warn you, I said videos will be very sporadic and whenever I have time, and I don't have much time. So yeah, this one is kind of, you know, I was kind of feeling the cozy autumn season, and that is why we're building a cute little London townhouse with kind of an autumn vibe to it. It's a cute little autumnal London street. It's very much inspired by this photo I saw, which I'm going to pop right here. It just gives me such cozy autumn vibes, and I kind of wanted to recreate this street. And so yeah, I decided to build, again, townhouses, which who's shocked at this point that I like building townhouses? But I have actually built some other builds that aren't townhouses as well, which I'll fill you in a bit later. But yeah, so we're building 3 little townhouses, but this time I'm only furnishing 2. 3 is always a whole lot of work, and I decided to just keep it simple. We're furnishing the middle one, which is the one with the kind of cute terracotta coloured exterior, and we're kind of like bringing in the autumn to the inside through colours as well. There's not going to be any like autumnal decorations, there's going to be no pumpkins, none of the sort, but we're just making it autumnal with the kind of the colours and the cozy styles that we are furnishing this house in. But like I said, I furnished 2 of the townhouses, so there's 3 in a row. The middle one is the one that we're furnishing like for a family, and then the one on the right is going to be an empty lot. That's actually quite a common thing in London, to have like empty houses. So many houses, especially in Central, are just like left empty, which is making the rental prices and like property prices increase, which I'm really not salty about at all. But yeah, so I've left that one empty, and then on the left, that will be kind of a public library. The inspiration for the library was kind of like an Oxford style library, but that will be like right towards the end, just before the video tour. You'll see that. Definitely stick around, because I think it does look incredible. But yeah, let's get into like the build a little bit. I hope you're all really like doing well, and yeah, I miss doing YouTube every now and then, and that's when I like start building, and then I try to create videos to put up, but editing is such a pain with the amount of footage I have, and I prefer building to editing. So that's why I have 3 builds kind of ready to go. Well, this one is going to be out by the time you're watching it, but I have 2 other builds that I've basically finished, like half edited. One of those is a kind of gothic inspired country, English, like British country mansion, and then the other one is a French chateau. So I'm hoping I will get these out by the end of this year, fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm trying. I really don't have much time to like do all this stuff, so, and then when I have time I kind of don't want to edit, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather just build, but I'm going to try my best and get them out, because they're really cool builds and I would love for you guys to see them. But yeah, enough about me. Let's get into the build. So this build, like I said, is 3 townhouses. The inspo photo I have shown you, and it's very much like classic London Mayfair in architecture, and they're really beautiful, like pompous buildings. They're really stunning, lots of old details everywhere. Like we've got a lot of pediments, we've got beautiful Georgian windows everywhere. Like I love putting in a lot of detail to the exterior of these like old buildings. I just love old buildings, and I love seeing them in real life. I love like kind of creating them in The Sims. It's so much fun, and also with all the custom content. Yeah, so we've got these 3 townhouses. They're 3 different colours, and then there's a cute little London style road in front of it with a really adorable park, because it gives such autumnal vibes, just like parks where the trees are all red and orange and the leaves are falling, and there's piles of orange leaves everywhere. And yeah, it's just, I wanted to kind of recreate that in The Sims, so it's not just the usual townhouses that I always build. But yeah, a little bit different and a little bit more cozy and seasonal, which I hope you'll like. But moving into the interior, let's talk about the interior. I'm really obsessed with the interiors of this house. I think they're quite, I don't know, they're quite British, but without being like too traditional British. Like it's a mixture. I just love a good mixture of traditional and kind of contemporary. I just love a good mix of old and new. It's one of my favorite things in the world, combining vintage pieces with newer contemporary pieces. So yeah, I really hope you'll like this interior. In the kitchen, I'm using Pierre Sim's kitchen. I think it's the David's apartment kitchen. I'm so bad at remembering all the CC packs now, but they are all listed in the description below, so I will have all the CC credited there. But I love that kitchen so much. It's like one of my favorite kitchens from now on, and I love this kind of built-in look with I don't even know what it's called. Is it like a cupboard kitchen, where it looks really built-in, and Pierre Sim's CC set also has the doors that you can put, but I just use that as a built-in look for some of the counters. I made it all look really like cute and aesthetic, but also kind of, I don't know, it feels a bit country at the same time, I feel like. But yeah, I kind of love that, and it's really warm, and we've got the wooden tones. I love this like off-white color of the counters and the fridge and everything. I think that's beautiful. And then we've got some beautiful open shelving that we just cluttered full of little knickknacks here and there, to just, yeah, make it really, really aesthetic. But my favorite part of this, I think, of this entire build is that dining area, which I created to look like it's a bit of a built-in banquette kind of situation. I just saw this inspo picture on Pinterest, and it just really, I loved how it looked like there was like cupboards. I think it was more for like a small flat, but there was like built-in cupboards behind and then a built-in banquette, and I really like that idea. So yeah, did it here and I really love it. And then moving into the living room, I did do some of this off camera because, listen, hear me out. Okay, so the Chateau pack by Felixander, which is just stunning. I love all the items, and that's why I also built a chateau. But that comes with the most beautiful bookshelves. They just look like they could be in an old English home as well, and especially in London, there's a lot of these kind of built-in bookshelves between fireplaces. So I kind of tried to create something like that, and I had to size it down so it would fit right in that wall, which meant that the snap points didn't work, so I had to like manually raise things up and like make sure they were in the right place, and it was really tedious to do, and also probably would be very tedious to watch. So I just decided to do it off camera and not show you that part, but you see, like, it's just books and decorations, so it's nothing crazy. But if you have a look at this like scheme in this whole floor so far, you might have noticed that the two colors that I'm kind of going for are terracottas and greens, which, I mean, they are the only colors I use if I use color, but I just love those colors to death, and they happen to be very autumnal, which is just perfectly fitting. You know, the green could still be some of the trees that haven't lost their leaves yet, and then terracotta is kind of like the later stage of the trees having lost their leaves. So yeah, that's just how I made that story up in my mind. But yeah, I just love those colors together, and I've been using a lot of beautiful like art in this build. A lot of it is from the is a heritage set by Harry. So I realized that I didn't have those in my CC, like they were just, I didn't have them for some reason. I must have not downloaded them or like missed them or something. But yeah, I just realized I was watching Devin Bumpkin, who's my absolute fave and who I've been like binge watching the past probably like 5 months. He's like my little hero at the moment. I love watching him, he cracks me up, but he used that set from Harry in one of his builds, and I was like, hold a second, I do not have this. And I have usually every CC pack that Harry and also Felixander come out with, because I just love anything Harry does. Also like Felixander and Pierre Sim, like all of their CC I just adore. So yeah, I downloaded that, those, I think it's like 2 parts of the heritage pack, and they come with the most beautiful old-fashioned paintings, which I am obsessed with. I just love old kind of vintagey looking art, combined with more contemporary art. Who's surprised? I like contemporary mixed with old-fashioned. But yeah, so there's a lot of artwork that I used from that pack and then combined it with like different, I mean, there's always the living room art living room pack art that I use in all my builds. It's the like dipped paintings. I love it so much that I'm actually going to do that to a painting that I bought in Paris. It's like a vintage painting. I just got so inspired by the ones that Harry did for this pack that I just wanted to do it myself because I love it so much. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and like kind of make the painting look like it's like dipped in paint. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, there's a lot of art going on, and as you'll see, like one of my favorite things in this house is the stair hall with the kind of art gallery wall. It's just so calming and so beautiful to look at, and I just love the little, I don't know, it just looks like there's life in this house and there's a story to tell through all these pieces of art. I did also download Charlie Pancake's Lighthouse collection, which I also missed for some reason, and there's lots of great kind of old-fashioned art in that as well. So yeah, I just went crazy on the art gallery wall in this build, and you probably will see the same kind of pieces of art in all the rooms. The bathroom I actually want to talk about a little bit because I really love how that turned out. I went for this black and white tile, which is from Felixander, and I just really love how it kind of, it makes it a bit more, it makes it look a bit more traditional without making it too traditional. And then you have these lime wash paint walls that I've used throughout the entire house, and I just love how they kind of offset each other. I just love lime wash in general. Like lime wash is my favorite thing on a wall anywhere. Like love it, especially if you do lime wash with paneling. Oh, chef's kiss. I used a mixture of metals, so we've got a lot of brass fixtures, then we've got bronze on the mirrors, and then we've got a little bit of black here and there. So it's a mixture of metals, which I think makes it look quite contemporary rather than having like brass everywhere. I feel like that would make it a bit more old-fashioned. But what I want to point your attention to in this bathroom is actually the curtains. They're from the Organic, and I love the curtains. So these are basically the curtains that I use in every single build, just because they're my favorite curtain. I mean, I tried to use Pierre Sim's curtains from, I don't know which pack, but one of their curtains, which I also really like. So I've used those throughout the build, but in the bathroom I used the Organic, and I went for this wild swatch of green leaves. It's so beautiful. I think before, maybe like a year ago, I would have been like, whoa, these are way too much. But I actually really think they work so well in this bathroom, and they kind of make, I don't know, they make it a bit of an interesting focal point, which I love. But let's now talk about the nursery and kind of the kids' floor. So the kids' floor I am obsessed with as well. I mean, when am I ever not obsessed with something I build? I feel like I'm always obsessed. But yeah, the nursery is so cute, and obviously because I haven't built in like ages, or like I didn't really make many videos, there's so much more like new CC, and there's so much CC for kids and like nurseries now because of the Growing Together pack. So all the CC creators made like really cute toddler or like infant nursery kind of packs, and there's so many cute items now to make the perfect nursery. I love it. In this room I used the mural, one of the murals from Felixander, which I love murals, and I love this kind of, I don't know, it just gives the room something. It's not necessarily like a wallpaper that is so like repeat, but it's more like yeah, just every wall is kind of a different scenario, and I really love that. So we've got a nursery for an infant with a little crib, which I think is from Pierre Sim. I feel so bad that I don't remember. I used to always remember every single bit of CC, but now that I don't build very much, I'm not as well versed anymore. And the nappy changing table, which is from Harry's coastal set. So cute, love it. And then in that little room I made a kind of small play area for probably both children. So there's this nursery for an infant, and then there's a kids room, so that kid could probably also come in here and like play, and it's adorable with that little tiny travelers kind of tent or whatever it's called, where you can like kind of cozy up and read a little book, and then some more games like the toy kitchen, etc. So I just love that. I would have died for something like this as a child. Actually died. I always wanted to have a toy kitchen as a child, never got one, but it's okay. I'm gonna thrive and live vicariously through The Sims and give all of my Sims kids a toy kitchen. But yeah, then we've got a little bathroom there for both of the kids as well, and also, like I said, the kids room where I made it more for like a kid. Put a little diary there, you know, they can sit on that window seat and be all moody and like dreamy and write in their diary. And then last but not least, like I said, I decided to build a little library on the leftmost townhouse, and I decided to make this really open kind of mezzanine look. So there's an opening on every single floor, and you can basically look down from the top floor down to the ground floor, and it's all beautiful Oxford Library inspired, which I think, I don't know, like Oxford and all these like old-fashioned British style homes and country homes, that's kind of like autumnal to me. I don't know why, it's just, yeah. But yeah, like I said, that I was watching something about Oxford and Oxford Library and stuff, and it was just so beautiful. I was like, I'm gonna build it, I'm gonna do it, and did a little library. And I kind of wanted it to look and feel like an old country home. You've got a little seating area there with like beautiful old leather sofas, and also all the tables and the lamps and chairs and everything feels a bit like old-fashioned and like cozy. So it's supposed to feel like something in like a country home library or something. But yeah, we are getting towards the end of this video now, so yeah, I just hope you enjoyed watching this and you're going to stick around for the tour. Just let me know how you are in the comments, and just catch up a little bit with me. It'd be lovely to see some familiar faces down below. I'm still thriving as an interior designer. I am loving my job so much, and that's why I unfortunately can't do much on YouTube, but you know, I'm designing in real life now, so that is brilliant, and I'm really loving it. But yeah, that's enough of me. Like I said, say hi in the comments, and yeah, I will probably post another video at some point this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, I'll speak to you in the comments. Bye!